Hello everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Chrissy, and the first time coming across my video, thank you so much for stopping by. So in today's video, I'm sharing with you how to make a vegetable bouquet hat. So I use this one on the side of my screen to replace the other one with Ankara. So if you're interested, keep on watching and let's get started. So guys, to make this, you're going to be needing these three pattern paper here. All right, so for the first piece, which is the bigger one, I will use it for the hat, and the second piece I'll use it for the body, while the last piece I'll use it for the flay. Okay, so I will just modify this two piece, that is this thread two piece. I'll modify it later. Okay, so I'm going to start with the cutting of this bigger piece. You can see how wide it is. All right, for the measurement, at least for the measurement, the length is 14 inches, while the wideness is 12 inches. Okay, so you're going to fold it into two like this. After folding it into two like this, you're going to refold it again. All right, you fold it again to give you a fold of four. Do you get? So after folding mine, I'll just open it up so you understand what I'm saying. You can see I have four lines. All right, so I'll just refold it again just like that. I'll have a fold of four. So what I'm going to do now is to go ahead and divide my head. I'll be round head circumference into four. Mine is 21 inches, so I'll divide it into four and I have 5.2 inches. Okay, so after that, I'll just go ahead and place my tape. You can see how I placed it. I'll place it to get the 5.2. So after that, I'll make a point. All right, then I'll place my tape from the upper side. Then I'll measure what I have there. I have 3.5 inches, so I'll just go ahead and make a circle using the 3.5 inches. All right, so after making my point, I'll just have to retake the measurement I have there again. I will just retake it to know if I have exactly 5.2. After retaking, I had 5.5 inches. You can see it's more than my main measurement, so I just had to come up a little bit by quarter of an inch. After marking quarter of an inch, I will also place my tape, and this time around I had my exact 5.2 inches. That is my exact measurement. All right, so I'll just make the line very visible like this. After that, I'll go ahead and cut it off. So properly retake your own measurement very well before cutting, so you don't have a loose cap at the end of everything. Okay, after cutting, this is what I have. You can see we have a perfect circle. So this is for the heart. Okay, so I'll just label it as piece A. Then after labeling, I will bring the second piece. All right, I'll bring the second piece, this stretch one. So right now you're going to divide your round head circumference by 2 this time around. Your second piece, you divide your round head circumference by 2. Mine is 21 inches, like I said earlier, and divided by 2 will give me 10.5. All right, so I'll just go ahead and mark. After marking, I'll cut it off. Okay, I'll cut off the both side. For the wideness, I have 3 inches. After cutting, you can see what I have here. So I'll just place my tape again. I have exactly 10.5 inches. You have to be very careful when taking this measurement. Okay, so now I want to modify it. I'll fold it into two. Okay, after folding, I will fold it again. I have four folds, so when you open it up, you can see these lines. All right, so I'll just go ahead and cut it, and I will not cut to the end. Okay, you're not going to cut to the end. You're going to leave about quarter of an inch at the upper part. So when I cut it out, you can see what I have here. So I'll just bring another piece of paper, then I'm going to place it like this. Okay, so once I place, I'm going to tape it down with my white sellotape. So right now I want to do a slash and spread method. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to just mark half an inch wideness. Okay, so when I mark half an inch wideness, I'll just tape it. I'll continue doing that. Mark half an inch wideness, then you tape it. Okay, remember this for the body. All right, I'll keep on doing the same thing. I'll tape this other side, give half an inch space, then tape it. Okay, after that, I'll use my marker to trace it out. I'll just trace the line with my marker like this. I'll be trace the shape anyhow with my marker like this. Then after that, I'll go ahead and cut it off. You can see we no longer have a straight piece. You can see now the piece is not straight again, it's not straight anymore. So go ahead and cut it out just like this. Okay, so after cutting, you're going to remove the piece. That is the first one. You remove it. Now we're going to make use of this piece now. Okay, so I'll label it as piece P, and I also label as the body. Okay, so this is the body. So guys, after cutting, you can see what I have here. So I'll just keep it aside and I'll bring the last paper. All right. Remember I told you guys that this is the flay. You can see I have a shred paper. So after everything, I'll have a flay curve. Okay. So now to get the length of this last piece, you're just going to measure the down part of your piece B. That is the body. You're going to measure the down part of it. So when I measure my half 13 inches. All right, so I'll just go ahead and mark it. This is 13 inches. The length of the last piece, 13 inches. You're going to measure this length from the piece B. That is the down part of the piece B. You measure it out. After measuring anything you have, you mark it on your last piece. Okay. So this is 13 inches I have here. And for the wideness, it's the same 3 inches. 3 inches is just perfect for it. Okay. So now I'm going to also modify just like I did on piece B. So I'll just modify this other one again. This time around, I'll fold it by 4, then I also refold it again. All right, you have a fold of 6. So after that, you open it up. You can see now that I also have lines. So I'll just go ahead and also slash, okay? I'm not going to slash to the end, just like I did on the piece B. Just exactly that way. So after slashing, I'm going to have something looking like this. Okay, you can see what I have here. So right now I'm just going to bring, I don't have enough paper, so I'll just make use of this paper that I used for a basic sleeve. I'll make use of it. So now I placed it here and I also tape it. I also give half an inch space. All right, it's a slash and spread method I'm doing here. If you don't understand what slash and spread method is, this is it here. You slash your paper and you spread it, okay, giving half an inch or any inch space you want for your other styles, not this particular one. For this particular one, you're going to give just half an inch space. After that, you go ahead and trace it out. Do you get? I don't know if I'm explaining too much. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So after sketching, you can see what I have here. You can see now I have a flake curve, be a flake shape. All right, you can see I have a flake shape here. Can you see? So you can see our piece is no longer straight. It's now in a flake form. So I also label this one as piece C, then bracket flake. This is the flake. All right. So these are my three pieces. You can see it here. Can you see? Piece A, piece B, and piece C. All right, so this is the fabric I'm going to be using for the cutting of those three pieces here. All right, if you look at this fabric very well, you notice it has two different patterns. Okay, so I'll use one for the main body, use the other one for the reversible one. Okay, so you can see I already gone ahead to cut it out, and I gave half an inch stitching allowance. Okay, so you can see I cut it on a fold. Each of the piece I cut it on a fold like this. Okay, so you can see I gave half an inch space on the upper part, on the down part, and on the side. You don't give half an inch space, don't give half an inch space on the folded part. Okay, don't give half an inch space on the folded part. And this is the sec. You can see I have two piece. Can you see? And this is my stay. I'm going to iron stay on all the piece I have here. So after ironing my stay, guys, you can see what I have here. So this is it, guys. All right, so now I'm going to keep this other one, the one at the left side. I'll just keep it aside, then I'll start with this one. For this circle one now, I'm going to start with the circle first. Then now I'm going to, fold it by 2 into 2 equal halves like this. Then go ahead and notch. Okay, this is the midpoint. After notching, I'll bring the body, that is the second piece. I'm going to bring it like this. Then I'll go ahead and spread it like this. Okay, you just place it like this. Sorry, place it like this. And you're going to make sure you leave at least half an inch space where you're going to join everything later. You leave half an inch space before sewing. Do you get? So you go ahead to your sewing machine. Then you are going to sew round, 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 and round again. After doing that, I will be right back. So guys, after so you can see what I have here. You can see the half an inch space I left, or quarter of an inch space. Any space you leave, just go ahead and sew later. So now I'll just notch the round curve, that is this round here, the bottom part. I'll just go ahead and notch all around. Okay, make sure you notch, just go ahead and notch very well. You notch and notch until you get to the other end. After notching, guys, you can see what I have here. So this is the inside. You can see what I have here. Can you see? So right now we are going to also go ahead and bring the last piece. This is the flap part. You're going to bring it like this, and you're going to place it. You can see where I placed it at the end of the other second piece. If you don't understand what I'm saying, please look at what I'm doing. Head over a sewing machine and go ahead and sew around like this. So guys, after sewing, this is what I have here. Can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do now is to head over to a sewing machine. Go ahead and sew. Okay, just hold the two piece, just hold them like this, then you sew straight and also stitch down this other one. So you can see I stitched the other side. After sewing straight, I stitched the other side. So after that, this is the inside. You can see how everything looks. Okay, so now break down the second piece, and everything I did on this first piece, I'll repeat everything there on the second piece. Okay, so after sewing everything, guys, you can see what I have here. So everything I did on this first piece, I also did the same thing on the second piece, both the sewing method and everything. All right. So right now, what I'm going to do now is to just place them the right side facing each other and finish everything. Okay, you just place them. You can see I placed the right side facing each other. Then after that, you leave space of 2 inches. Then go ahead and sew from the other end, like from the other side. Leave space of 2 inch. Immediately you place, you leave space of 2 inch. Then go ahead and sew the remaining space you have left. So guys, after sewing, you can see what I have here. So the reason you leave this 2 inches space is because of your turn up. Okay, after sewing, you're going to turn it over to the right side from that 2 inches space. All right, don't forget this. Go ahead and leave 2 inches space, then you turn it outside right after sewing. Do you get? So now the next thing you want to do is to go ahead and iron it out. Okay, so for the space you have left, the small space you have, what you're going to do now is to work with your hemming gum. If you have a hemming gum, you go ahead and put half an inch space inside, then you go ahead and iron with your hemming gum. So I already done that. I already ironed my hemming gum, and you can see you are no longer seeing any space there. And I also ironed everything out. So the second side of it. Is either you wear it on this side or you turn it the other side and wear. Okay, so the next thing I would do now is to go ahead and sew like half an inch space. Like you're going to leave half an inch. Okay, you sew on your first line with half an inch space. You do the same thing on your second line, leaving half an inch space. You also continue doing that until you get about 4 lines. What I have here is 4 lines. Okay, I'll just go ahead and sew all round like this. So guys, after sewing, this is what I have. So later on, I decided to add it extra 1 line to make it 5 lines. What I have here is 5 lines. Okay, I don't think you can see this clearly. I'll just turn it to the other side so you see those lines properly. So this is it, guys. So this is it. This is what I had. I hope you can see it very clearly now. I have 5 lines here. Just give space of half an inch. Then we are done with your cap. Make sure you iron very well. Okay. So guys, we have come to the end of today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Give it a thumbs up, guys. Bye.